Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So today let's have a look at the mission for Yuan Shao. I hope I said that right. His name in the Japanese is Ensho, so I'll call him that. And then gimmicks here are damage walls, and then the blocks that go up and down, and then the anti-bounce guys, and then finally ability lock. So yeah, the team I'm bringing, they're all going to have null damage wall. And then I'll bring a couple of my newer Impossible Null Damage Wall guys. So I have Akala. He's also got a short-range flare bump combo, so I'm going to work on his positioning. And then my next one is Yamato Takeru, who has the strong lock-on one-way laser. So I don't need to work on his positioning as much, so he'll be a little bit more mobile than Akala. And then the Hatcher monsters I'm bringing the new Daikyo Shokyo, and she kind of plays similarly to Takayasha, who is a great choice for this mission, but I thought I'd bring her because she's new and also perfect for the quest. And then I left Takayasha out, so I was able to bring some other Max Lux. She also has no block. So we can kind of, get a sense of how that works in this mission, to get some shots we normally wouldn't be able to get through blocks. And she also has the very strong Pierce Struction spread, so that might be fun to have a look. Yeah, so there we saw her go through all the blocks, and so she was able to set off some bump combos that maybe we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. And then finally I'm using Gulliver Evolution. He's another Pierce null damage wall. And he has Samurai Slayer, and that works against the boss. Alrighty, so here we see the mini-boss, and then we see the blocks going up and down. And then we can see how the ability lock is kind of a major hazard of this mission, because it gets rid of our null damage wall, so we'll take damage from the walls. But if we can make creative use of the blocks or the null bounce guys, then we can prevent ourselves from going into the damage walls. But yeah, as you can see, the null or the anti-bounce guys, they revive the ability lock guys. So we definitely want to get rid of them first with our Pierce guys, and then we can go after everyone else. And yeah, that's the order I like to go, is anti-bounce guys, ability locks, and then everybody else. And yeah, the Pierce guys, they go after the anti-bounce guys, of course. And then the bounce guys, they can do some pinch shots here and there, so they each have their roles. And yeah, it looks like we got a nice match point on the boss there. And another match on the ability lock. Kind of a weird sequence. Alright, so here, I didn't really need to do it, but I thought I'd show off the null block and then get rid of this gunman down here. And yeah, Daikyo Shokyo is pretty cool. Again, she plays just like Takayasha, so she can go to a lot of different missions. And then null block will be useful much later in the game. Alright, so that bottom row of 3, I can pinch in between them. So let's see if we can pull that off here. Yes, sort of. And yeah, when the blocks are off, it's difficult to hit the guys. So no block comes in handy, and then also taking them down when there are no blocks is also recommended. But yeah, here we see that there are no anti-bounce guys who do the reviving, so we can just go straight for the ability lock guys. Alright, again, we'll take advantage of the null block in order to get out some bump combos. And then here's a good chance for Gulliver to take advantage of his Slayer. Pretty good. And yeah, Gulliver being a null damage wall and then having a Samurai Slayer, he can be good in Bishimonten. The mini-boss of Kenshin is a samurai, so Gulliver can work there. But I didn't end up using him because I never really had trouble with those Kenshin stages anyway. And I ended up using Mustang and like Yugodrazzle and Gigamantis instead. But if you had nobody else for Bishimonten, then Gulliver would be perfectly good. Okay, so here we are in the boss. Functions pretty much the same as the pre-boss stages. So we'll get rid of the anti-bounce guys, get off some bump combos. And then when it's Gulliver's turn, it's a good idea to take advantage of his Slayer as much as possible. So he'll just go straight for the boss. Okay, we'll get out some more bump combos. We'll take down the anti-bounce guy somehow. Alright, some more bump combos here. Okay, and then here we have a bit of a problem. Daikyo Shokyo are ability locked, so they lose null damage wall. But they also lose null blocks, so I can kind of use these blocks to sort of mitigate the damage a little bit. I am playing a co-op, so I did have the option to, you know, just pass my turn. But I wanted to show what that move might look like if you were just playing solo, so I went for the shot and used the blocks to prevent some damage to myself. Okay, so here too we have chances to pinch. Alright, pretty good. Not quite a pinch shot, but if you do have a shallow angle like that, you can still get lots of hits on guys. And then here would be another good chance to do a pinch shot, except the block has come up, so I can't fit in there. And that is a mechanic that we're going to see in Tsukuyomi 0, where no block will become much more useful. Alright, I could have sworn I had that angle right, but my Yamato Takeru angled down a little bit, so wasn't able to get as many hits in the weak point as I hoped. Okay, we're taking a bit of damage, but we do have a lot of hearts out, so... Alright, so again, with Gulliver, we're going to focus on doing damage to the boss. Okay, we'll refill our hit points. And then with Akala, I think we'll try to pinch here. Okay, excellent. And yeah, I did mention this in the Akala max luck completion video. But when it is Akala's turn, you want to do one of two things. You either want to pinch in between guys, or you want to position yourself as close to the boss as possible, because that will make it easier to use his bump combo and his strike shot. Okay, we'll just do a direct attack with Daikyo Shokyo. And then here again, we are ability locked. But I see a lot of hearts around, and I see that the boss is very low in hit points. So we can probably just do, you know, a crazy angle, grab the hearts, take down the boss, and then hopefully end the mission with as much hit points as possible. Alright, so that turned out pretty well. And then Akala has his strike shot all set, so we'll see if his positioning is good. And yes, it is. So we'll do a vertical shot with the strike shot. And then we should get all the lasers in there. Whew, 2.5 million, that's crazy. Very, very few drop monsters have strike shots that can do that much damage. Alright, and then the rest of the turns, we'll just focus on doing damage to the boss. The boss has taken so much damage at this point that we don't need to worry about the little guys anymore. Alright, so we use Daikyo Shokyo's explosion strike shot. And that will do it. So yeah, it's kind of a tricky stage, especially when your guys are ability locked and the damage walls come out. But there are ways around it, as you saw. And yeah, you can bring almost any null damage wall character. But yeah, these were the ones that I thought would be fun, and they turned out to be just fine. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Take care.